What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Let's Play Banjo-Tooie. In the last episode, we pretty much finished up Grunty's Industries in its entirety, save for a couple of jiggies that we can't yet get because we don't have the abilities to do so. And in this episode, we are going to be taking care of a bunch of miscellaneous side things, some things that I forgot along the way, as well as some things that we can now do that we've gotten all of the abilities in Grunty's Industries. So, let's start by heading on over here to Cheeto and turning in another set of Cheeto pages to get ourselves, well, another cheat. This next one that we're going to be getting is extremely useful for the next two levels that we're going to be doing. This one completely negates any fall damage. It doesn't stop the animation of, like, what, you know, should be fall damage from taking place. Like, you'll still fall and get, quote-unquote, hurt, but you won't actually lose any honeycombs out of it. So that's pretty nice, and we're going to be turning in that cheat in this episode. We're going to be doing a lot of things that aren't going into the next level in this episode. So we're going to start by taking care of a couple things that I have completely neglected for the entirety of this Let's Play, and I feel very stupid for doing so. I don't know why I left these lingering for so long. The only explanation I could possibly have is that I honestly thought I had already done these and just forgot about it. Although this one I really have no excuse for, because, I mean, I see that sitting up there on top of the house every freaking time I start up a recording session, because the game always starts you here in Jinjo Village. All right, let's get that. All you need to have is Grip Grab to be able to get to that, which you get in literally the first level in the game. All right, let's head on over to Wooded Hollow and go after another thing I probably should have gotten all the way back in, like, episode 3, I would say. Yeah, I think that's when I first got here to the temple. Yeah, this is one of those collectibles that you're just like, are you serious? I cannot believe you didn't get this. It's the easiest Jinjo in the entire game, and you might be going, well, doesn't that thing look a little too good to be true? Well, no, mostly because you can't even encounter Minjos until Witchy World and onwards. So, yeah, that's definitely real. All right, let's head on over to Mayahem Temple now, and we're going to input that cheat. And then, after doing that, there are a couple of jiggies that we're going to be going after. I need to go to Wumpus Wiggum. There we go. A couple of jiggies that I'm going to be going after, as well as another Jinjo, all of which we can get thanks to, again, the abilities we got in Grunty's Industries, particularly Snooze Pack and the Claw Clamber Boots. So let's head on into the cheat chamber, or is it called Code Chamber? I don't remember. Oh, there it is. All right, so this one we just need to type in Fall Proof, which is easier said than done thanks to the sensitivity of these controls. It's probably the one thing I like. I really, really prefer this in the N64 version. It was not this sensitive in that version, and I can promise you that with 100% certainty. Okay, so let's back out of that, and let's go actually turn the code on. Excuse me, sir. Alrighty. Now, the fourth cheat we're going to be getting in this game, I know I said earlier that I would like to get or use every single cheat that Cheeto actually gives you in the game because I consider them unlockables. Cheat number 4 might be the one exception, and for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, I won't say too much, but for those who do, you can probably understand why. It is, let's just say it's bordering on overpowered. Like, in fact, no, it's straight up overpowered. And that's why I'm very hesitant to actually use it, because it's going to make the end of this game a little too easy. But at the same time, if you're 100%ing the game, wouldn't everybody use it? I don't frickin' know. We're going to head on over to Wasteland, because the next two jiggies we're going to be going after are both gotten through Terrydactyland. I should also mention, though, that only one of them is actually a jiggy for Terrydactyland. Now let's head on over this way. Gosh, man. This level, I'm sorry, I want to apologize again. I'm so sorry for how badly I botched up this level in terms of organization and my route and everything that I did. I was so not prepared for this. I think it's because all the other levels were so easy that I forgot that this is really where the jump in, like, quote-unquote complicated level design hits. I thought it was Grunty's Industries where we were going to run into that, not here. And so I didn't come into this level very prepared, but I have come into all of their, well, Grunty's Industries and then all subsequent levels incredibly prepared. So that's my bad. I never should have done that. Anyways, we're in Witchy World now, and you're probably going, wait, what the heck? why are we here? Well, we already helped out the Boogles with a couple of things. We got rid of the Ugga Bunga guard guarding their cave, and we also got them some warmth by lighting some fires. Now, all that remains is getting them some food, and Grunty's Industries is the way of doing that, by going to, you guessed it, the different food stalls. And actually, we only need to visit one of them, because I believe a single purchase constitutes as, I think, 5 units of food or something like that. In fact, I can check my objects and items after this. Now, you're probably going, but wait, you can't leave Witchy World without any food. Well, that is only at exits and entrances that actually have it labeled where you can't leave with any food. Let me check my objects and items real quick. Okay, so yeah, that counts as 5 units of food. That's what I thought. So now all we need to do is get up on top of the tent in the middle, which of course is easier said than done with how hard it is to climb up these ropes. Okay, let's actually like stand on it there. Yep. Oh my gosh, camera, why do you do this to me? Why is this part so freaking hard? Get up there we go. That wasn't too bad. I'm sitting there complaining how hard it is, and then I got it. Like, as soon as I was on the rope, I was good to go. All right. So head on over this way with the boots, and we are going to climb right back up to the same door that we went through and take the burgers to our Boogle friends, which is a little bit of a process because you have to listen to each of them say, have their little spiel and be like, yeah, thank you, I want food, but junk food will do. And yeah, I know, I already know the text. Yeah, I pretty much sat down the day before I'm recording this and beat the entire game. So I know what's coming for the remainder of this game, and thank goodness for it, because it would have been pretty rough going through the next couple of levels without any actual knowledge or foresight, because it's been so long since I've tackled those. That's not to say, again, I don't think that any of them are quite as complicated as Grunty Industries. I still stand by that. But I do think that the next 2 levels make up for that with slightly higher difficulties in regards to certain other things. And you'll see what I mean when we actually get into those levels, although we're not going to be doing that in this episode. All right, so give the food to him. He's all happy now. Yay. So great. Wonderful. I hope you like that burger, although I can't imagine that meat tasted to you like anything but mystery meat. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they're cavemen. Like, what kind of meat are they really eating? And then they're having, like, a processed, you know, horrific amalgamation of cow burger. Like, because, okay, I don't know if this is like common knowledge or not. I once, when I was a teenager, I had to read through Fast Food Nation, and there was a fact in there about how, like, each burger has, like, okay, not exact, like, on average, each burger has something like hundreds of different cows in its makeup. Particularly at places like McDonald's and stuff like that, and it's just, oh my gosh, that cannot taste like actual food to things that eat legitimate meat all day. I don't know. It's just, it's kind of gross to think about. But I can't say too much because at the same time I've had plenty of quarter pounders in my life. Anyway, why are there teeth marks on it? Me thought chocolate was inside. I love that little exchange there. All right, let's head back on out through the really dark tunnel that I cannot see my way through. I really should. Actually, I do think my brightness is all the way up, so what am I even saying? All right, so that is Jiggy number 9 in Terrydactyland, and the next one that we're going to be getting is actually the first Jiggy for the next world, World 7, believe it or not. And this one can only be gotten as long as you have the Snooze Pack, which we, of course, got in Grunty's Industries. Remember the Stomping Plains, where we had 3 different switches, one of which had to be gotten with Banjo and Kazooie, the other one with Kazooie only. We got those 2. Now all that remains is the switch that is gotten by only Banjo. The way this works is pretty darn simple. All you have to do is make your way across the plains. You can't go too fast, and each stomp will take off all but 1 of your health. So all you have to do is go inside one of these footprints. Nah, that's the wrong one. Go in one of these footprints and do the Snooze Pack. As soon as you have more than 1 HP, you are good to go. You will never die outright to the Stomping Plains dinosaur, to the Stompbonodon or whatever, unless you have only 1 HP left. So wait for the foot to come down again, because you want to time this. Jump on out, get stepped on, and then jump back in. Pretty simple. Just do this over and over. All right, up he goes. Go again. Ow. That can't feel good, Banjo. I'm so sorry. Now, there's a couple of ways I could do this next part. I think I should be able to jump out of here without getting stepped on at all. There we go. There's a couple of ways you can do this. You can go stand in the glitter right here and wait for Kazooie to come over. Or you can go back and get Kazooie and fetch her and then make your way across as the pair, which is exactly what I'm going to be doing. Because if I try to go through that doorway that just opened up, the game will tell me no. Kazooie will be like, what the heck, Banjo? Don't leave the level without me. And so we're just going to go back and get Kazooie. And then we are just going to use Wonder Wing and make our way across that way. Because I feel like this is a little bit more efficient and also a lot less risky. Because if I take 2 hits with Kazooie at all while doing this, I'm done. And that's very easy to do. So just make our way all the way over. Although this is quite a waste of feathers. And it's not the most efficient way of doing it, especially if like you don't have the feathers cheat in. But let's head on through here, and we're going to get a tiny glimpse at the next world, even though we've already gotten one before in Glitter Gulch Mine. Hellfire Peak's Icy Side. Interesting. But yes, that Jiggy does indeed count for the next world, not for Terrydactyland. Which, I gotta say, the game is a little bit inconsistent with that kind of stuff. Like what Jiggies count for where, depending on where you get them, when there is crossover like that. I don't know. It's not always the most consistent. But let's head on in here now. And the only other thing we have left to do in this episode, well, the only other 2 things we have left to do in this episode is obviously complete the Jiggy Wiggy challenge for the next world, as well as grab a Jinjo that is waiting for us over in Clifftop. And this one, once again, has to be gotten with the Claw Clamber Boots. Another thing we got in Grunty's Industries. All you got to do is go back this way, behind this big building, this big stone building, grab these, and then make your way across the bridge without falling off, hopefully. There we go. And then just scale up the mountain over here. Very, very simple. And there's something I haven't shown off yet in this Let's Play that I'm going to show off this time, so I'm going to just fall. I don't even freaking care. I have the cheat, so who cares? In fact, that was a perfect example of how that works right then and there. Now, if you ever want to, like if you're ever in the area of like where the next level is and you just want to hurry back to the temple and don't want to go back to a silo, all you got to do is interact with one of these things. It'll say, oh, you need 36 to do it, and you have enough Jiggies to attempt my challenge. Dude, I have enough Jiggies to open up every level in the game right now, but I'm not going to because that would be spoilerific. Now that we're in the temple, just go on over here and let's attempt the challenge. Yeah, all right. Very exciting. I am super stoked about this next level. I'm a big fan of this one. It's another one of my favorite levels in the game. Huge, huge blast. And like I said, not super complicated. It is kind of difficult, but not... Oh, it's that one. What am I doing? But not super hard at the same time, if that makes sense. That didn't make sense. Let me rephrase that. It's... Hold on. Is it... Which one is it? I think it's this one. There we go. It's just not complicated, okay? It's not like figuring out where to go and knowing the setup that's necessary and required in this level isn't near as bad as it was in Grunty's Industries. Like, not even close. It's so much more simple to get your bearings straight and to know the layout of this level. But like, there are a lot of things that will punish you more and a lot more things that you will take hits from in this level than you would have in previous levels. If that makes sense. I hope that explained it properly. But let's see where the beam's going. And yeah, we kind of already spoiled it, but we gotta watch this cool animation all over again. Oh, it's so exciting. Watching the puzzle piece glow, and then the beam shoots out, and then Jiggy Wiggy sucks himself off some more. Sorry, what did I just say? That wasn't okay. All right. Open that thing up. I can't wait to do this level. I'm actually very excited about this one. I have a lot to talk about as soon as we start this one, though, because there's so much to go over. Holy cow. Again, not complicated. Just there's definitely an order, a sequence of events that you need to complete in exactly the right way to give yourself the easiest time, and I want to make sure I do that perfectly. But we are going to be saving that little adventure for the next episode. Ladies and gentlemen, Thank you all so very much for watching this episode of Let's Play Banjo-Tooie. I hope you all enjoyed it very, very much. And I will see you all in the next one.